Hey, it's David Shelton, broker at Century 21 Advantage. Be sure to stay tuned to this week's edition of Real Value. We've got a special guest and we're in downtown Sioux Falls. We're going to show you some stuff that, well, maybe you didn't notice, but after this episode, you will. Well, as we move through downtown, we're here in front of the new offices for Downtown Sioux Falls, the DTSF, just in case you need to have an acronym to dial in with that. And these offices, 2.5 months, 2 months?
Yeah, about 2.5 months. Yep.
So what compelled you to move down or further north?
Yeah, great question. So we're kind of at a point where we're reaching the end of our lease at our old space, and we're seeing the development that's going on over in the East Bank with Sharapa 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then the Steel District, that's close to $500 million worth of development, and that's going to bring the center of activity farther north on Phillips Avenue.
Yes.
And as the downtown organization, we connect, grow, and celebrate all things downtown. We wanted to be in the center of activity, so it made sense for us to be a little bit farther north. And you know, the other thing too is that it allows us to scale up some of our operations a little bit better too. There's some good collaboration with the other tenants in the building. It's managed by the Washington Pavilion. We've got the Sioux Falls Arts Council in there as well, and the Premier Playhouse. And so there's some great opportunities there for us to work together on future collaborations.
Parking, you've got public parking on the street, right? As well.
Yeah.
If people are visiting you.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Parking,
if they're not walking.
Parking's pretty easy. A lot of private parking lots around the area, but plenty of on-street parking. And then soon with those two developments, you're going to have some public parking available as well. So downtown's all pretty walkable, so parking shouldn't be a problem at all.
Right. The walkability of downtown is a big deal.
For sure.
I mean, the people that we're talking with that are coming attracted to Sioux Falls, attracted to South Dakota for many reasons. Sioux Falls in particular, the walkability, the enjoyability of this quaint downtown, and what it's becoming is really quite unique. This blend of historic and revitalized historic buildings, and then the new stuff that's going on. It's really a neat, eclectic mix.
Yeah.
That
you got old, you got the new, you got the arts and culture, the history. You've got all these destinations that are more concentrated per acre than any other part of the region, and I think that's why people are so drawn to downtown.
Not of just the state, but of the region.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big deal.
We get a draw of people from 250 miles away and more. Our retail shed is, last I checked, over 1.5 million people. Yeah, and I know when we are sharing the commercial viability, the retail viability of Sioux Falls, we go to the Department of Revenue, South Dakota Department of Revenue, and pull off the SIC code for that specific type of business, and then send them the regular reports of the kind of volume that's done here. It blows people away. When we were doing that for Costco, Therese Wanatek and Kirkland, Washington, she's going like, no, there's going to be another Sam's on the east side. Sioux Falls, we kind of looked at it, but decided it wasn't our market. And every month, sending Therese that sales by SIC code, about 18 months in, she goes, send me your site plan, right? Which was just awesome. So we were able to convince by numbers, right? By pure economics, that Sioux Falls is the place to be. So if your business is looking for a place to relocate or to grow into, Sioux Falls is growing. It's economically viable. It's super cool, and you've got to come check it out. And there are Joe Batcheller is one resource that can connect you with a whole bunch of other resources here in downtown Sioux Falls. The Chamber of Commerce. There's the Development Foundation, right? Many other places to connect for your business. Employees are, we draw what regularly maybe from the Sioux Falls MSA from that retail shed is, like you said, is that million or that 1.5 million draw. But when we're looking at that population for employment, right? We're still needing more people to come to Sioux Falls That's right.
To move to Sioux Falls because businesses that are attracting talent are looking at coming here. So we need to do a matchmaking thing to bring more talent here because we've got businesses that are looking to relocate here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got an MSA that's growing. We're close to 300,000 now. We've got a lot of bedroom communities. A lot of those people are driving to downtown to come to work. A lot of those people live in the area, but we do need to make sure that we're attracting the highest and best talent to come to Sioux Falls.
Right.
Downtown is a great recruitment tool for that as well.
No question.
We've got a lot of potential for growth in downtown still too. We've got $500 million worth of development happening, but downtown we could find opportunities for $500 million more.
Right. Right. I know the R.H. Johnson block. That's exactly the number. Just on that one block alone. So we're really blocks of downtown at about $500 million a block, right? Whether it's residential, we're looking at having some density downtown, and really the other thing is the demographics of downtown, having enough disposable income in these households so that they can support these local businesses that are here. That's an important factor as well. Trying to blend affordability and have that those more affluent households that have the disposable income.
Downtown really provides the broadest spectrum when it comes to being a mixed use a mixed income neighborhood.
Right, exactly. For years, a lot of the riverfront properties were, subsidized housing. Right? A lot of that. And now we're seeing that market housing coming in with still a good affordability, and then even the luxury housing that's going on top of that to attract again more of those affluent households that have more disposable income. It's the more disposable income key that the retailers and downtown businesses really are looking to, right?
It helps give some reassurance that there's some economic stability in locating to downtown. So,
any news about a downtown grocery? I know I keep getting asked that question.
No news to share.
Okay.
But I have put a study together to try to help recruit downtown grocers. But I'm hoping that we'll hear of a grocer deciding to finally relocate downtown. I think that the options that people think of first are the Whole Foods, the Trader Joe's. We've got the Amazon distribution center coming in, and I could see once that's up and running, that Whole Foods would be more interested in opening up a brick and mortar location in Sioux Falls. My hope is that it would be downtown. But with these two big developments going on, I know they're both wanting to have some sort of anchor tenant like a grocery store. But nothing has solidified. And who knows? We could. There's a lot of opportunities for a grocer to come downtown, not just in these two new developments, but it would be really neat to see that as well.
We saw that when we answered the RFP for parking downtown back in 2015. We went to Trader Joe's in the cities, and we bought, I don't know how many thousands of dollars worth of Trader Joe's stuff, and we had all these Trader Joe's devotees come down for this big reveal. So that was a very cool thing. Well, let's go on and let's see some more stuff before our day ends.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, well, on our tour of downtown Sioux Falls, graciously hosted by Joe Batcheller, president of Downtown Sioux Falls, celebrating his 7th anniversary in this position, which is so cool. What a day to be doing this. Behind us is the Arc of Dreams. Joe, you were involved in this process. Of course, it took longer than 7 years to do this, but what were some of the challenges in doing a feat like this? It's artistic, it's expensive, right? And as time goes by, it gets more expensive, right, during that whole process. So what are some of the things that you could share with us about the process and what this arc is really all about? It is another one of those Instagram spots, I'm sure, that shows up all over the place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So this, when I started 7 years ago, this process was already in place. They were doing some fundraising. It was really, there's a couple of visionaries. Jim Clark is one, Paul Schiller's another, both with Sculpture Walk and the entire Sculpture Walk board were huge drivers of this project. It took about 7 years to do the fundraising. If I remember correctly, I think it was about $2.7 million that it took to get this built. And during the course of the process, you know, they would do wind resistant tests and find that they needed to amplify the engineering, and so it drove costs up a little bit, but man, we are so lucky to have something like this. The community came out and supported it, and we've got the Steve Metley Plaza right behind us, where all of those donors are on display for who contributed to it. And of course, the Steve Metley Plaza is named after the longtime planner for the city of Sioux Falls, who really helped champion a lot of what we benefit from today here in downtown. So just a great public space. People love coming here, getting their pictures taken. You see wedding parties getting their photos taken here. I mean, it's nonstop. It's great.
It's amazing. I think we did a real value early on in our last couple of years of doing this, and we did it early in the morning. It was just lit up perfectly. It was just absolutely stunning, right? It was mind-blowing. So you want to see this not only during the day, it's pretty cool, but at nighttime.
Yeah,
right?
they light this thing up every night, and sometimes groups will get involved and they want to light it up in honor of an organization, perhaps, use their colors. So St. Patrick's Day, you know, to be lit up green. They do some really neat
rivalries
stuff.
Too, that I've seen get lit up with, right?
Yeah, it has been lit up Vikings colors in the past. I can't remember. I think that kind of upset some of the local Green Bay fans. I don't know if it's been lit up in green and yellow yet.
Okay. For some reason, I was just thinking that one was green, yellow, and the other was purple and gold, right? So, which would be kind of interesting. Yeah, where they meet. So very cool. Well, this is just another place to discover downtown Sioux Falls. It's off of Phillips Avenue and 6th Street between 6th and 8th. You can come and park and just enjoy downtown. We've got this kind of weather really almost 12 months out of the year.
Right, yeah. No, but you know, when we do have this great weather, it's fun to come down. Check out the River Greenway, check out the Arc of Dreams. People love to come out in the summertime. And so,
Riverfest happens on this river.
It
right?
does, yeah.
So it's a great boardwalk. Is that what it would be called, or walk?
River walk.
River walk.
It's not like San Antonio's. We've kind of made it our own. In our own special way. But
So San Antonio, if you're jealous of this, it's cool.
Yeah. Come to Sioux Falls and see how it's done, I guess.
I love it. Joe, thank you so much again. You've been a delight, a treat. It's good to see you again and to see what's happened this
My pleasure.
last 7 years.
Yeah. Thanks David.
Yeah.